Oh, it's not letting me go live. Free up space.
I think the ultimate weapon for hunting ginseng would be a Mossberg shockwave. I mean, that one dude carries a shotgun, and he seems to do pretty well. I don't think the screwdriver dude has much of a chance.
I've considered getting into black powder. I just don't know if it's.
I bought a Pieta 44 caliber Navy revolver and all the stuff to shoot it. I haven't shot it yet, but I'm I messed with the grips, and I'm gonna put some different nipples and stuff on it and do some stuff to the trigger, I think.
Hold on, it's saying an error occurred. I'm going to reload the page.
Is it a pain in the ass to load black powder?
Well, it depends on what you consider to be a pain in the ass. I mean, you have to put powder in each of the 6 holes, and then a wad and the bullet, and then you have to top each one with lube, then put a cap on.
Hey! All right. For some reason, I don't know why, StreamYard was like, you can't go live, bitch. We're not going to let you.
Because they don't want us talking about Sang live on the internet.
Yeah, we're going to ruin everybody's Sang problems and their issues that they're going to have. We're going to solve them for them. We're going to solve it for good.
These people don't even know that the price of ginseng has gone up threefold in the last year, and that there are hillbillies killing each other in West Virginia for ginseng.
Dude, I bet, like, as time goes on, because of China being China, China's going to China, and they like ginseng. That they're going to fucking
keep going up.
They're going to just spend more and more money for ginseng in America because they can't find it enough where they're at. Yeah.
What do you bet in a couple of years it's like $3,000 a pound for ginseng, and there are like 20 people a day dying out there getting stabbed with screwdrivers by what's his face?
Honestly, like, if you're going to grow a garden, why not just fucking plant some ginseng and just take care of it, you know? And like wait 20 years or whatever, and then you fucking harvest your ginseng and you get like $50,000 from your garden. That's way more money than you get from like growing fucking tomatoes.
But you get the good tomatoes. They're delicious.
Well, tomatoes are delicious when they're
you had the farmers market garden tomatoes that are super fresh. And
no, like the house that I lived at for like 7 years, the guy who owned it, one of the things that he did was plant a garden every fucking at the like spring or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And we'd have fucking garden fresh tomatoes in the kitchen all the time because there was more tomatoes than anyone could eat, you know? Like you can't have the first one because, you know, they're his tomatoes, but if there's like 20 tomatoes sitting on the counter and you're making a cheeseburger, you might as well slice up a tomato and put it on there, you know?
Yeah, my wife won't eat any tomatoes now that I've been growing a garden other than what I grow.
Well, it's like a different thing, man. They have sweetness, like the skin on them is different. They're just good.
Yeah.
Well, you compare like the ones at the store taste like water, and if you have one out of a garden, it tastes like sweet tomato flavor. Like it's its own distinct flavor.
Plus, they got to put a bunch of shit on the outside of the fruits and vegetables to make them last longer to get to the actual stores to be sold.
My favorite part about Costco is if you buy produce there for some reason, it lasts like 8 times longer than it does if you buy it at our local grocery store. I'm like, that can't be good for you. I don't know what they do to their produce.
Every time I buy a bag of potatoes from Costco, they give you such a large bag of potatoes that I end up with like half a bag of rotten potatoes in the pantry like a month later because I can't.
Yeah, I made that mistake once.
Well, but the problem is it's like, okay, it's like $1.50 if I buy 3 potatoes like I need for dinner tonight. Yeah. Or it's like $3 and I've got all the potatoes I need for a while. You know, it's like, fuck it, I'll just spend $1.50 more. Anyway, friends, Romans, and Patriots, it's been a long day today for me. I hope you guys are having a great day out there. I have not planned a single topic for tonight, so anything that anyone on the chat or out there in the text chat would like to talk about, please give me an @ehonda. And as always, Super chats are not necessary, but always welcome. So thank you.
I would just like to say I think we should find all the people that steal catalytic converters and hang them up by their testicles.
Yeah, you got your cat stolen, didn't you?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's fucked up, dude.
It's just like like bullshit thing.
Well, thankfully, you particularly have a good solution for it that works in your area.
Yeah,
but
most people don't have that.
To get a new cat, like putting a new catalytic converter in your car, in your vehicle that it got stolen from, would probably be about a $2,000 fucking. Because you got to buy the catalytic converter and they got to fit it and bend the pipes and do the shit. And
Angry found one that was like $125.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can find cheap ones right now, huh? For some reason,
you can find cheap ones. Buy yours back. I'd really like to go to the shop that's advertising that they buy catalytic converters on the north side of town, and just be like, I would like a free catalytic converter, or me and my 30 friends are going to come back later tonight. Considering I'm pretty sure that you have mine.
Zombie Killer says, how about you talk about how in advanced civilizations existed on the planet millions of years ago, and why do we assume they were human?
Well, they could have been reptilians, and then Hillary Clinton is actually one of them in a suit. We think of that already.
I mean, when you say that, what my mind jumps to, and this is just me, this is just my thing, is, did you ever see that documentary, Super Mario Brothers?
Yes.
The movie?
Great documentary.
Yeah. So the dinosaurs in this movie had to escape from the planet because the asteroid was coming, and then they ended up. I forget the fucking premise actually. How did that movie go? Jesus, it's been a long time. Anyway, they have a devolving gun, and they can turn Koopas into fucking dinosaurs, and you and me into monkeys. So they're pretty scary. I don't remember the devolve gun from fucking the video game though. They must have skipped that part. Cost too much in post production.
I love that movie, and I don't care what anyone else says. I enjoy it every time I watch it.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I don't remember hardly anything about it.
I have not watched it since it was I've seen it more than once, but that's only because back in the day they used to put whatever movie was new 6 months later they would put it in the fucking Showtime or whatever it would be on again and again. You ended up watching it even if you didn't want to.
They still do that shit on Showtime and HBO and Stars and shit.
I'm telling you, it does not hold up. Surprisingly.
So
surprisingly, yeah.
The Ruger Blackhawk and 30 carbine. That's a cool gun.
Does it hold 8 shots? Is that the deal?
I think it's 7. It might be 8. I don't know. But 30 carbine is about as powerful as a 357 Magnum, but has a little bit different ballistics. So having that to pair up with your M1 carbine, I think is pretty cool.
He said at the beginning of the chat that the only one he could find, I think it was 7.5 inch.
Yeah, they only make the long barrel.
And he was considered buying it.
Well, I would think you wouldn't want a shorter barrel 30 carbine because you just make giant fireballs and not get all the velocity,
Yeah, well, in fact, 7.5 might be too short.
What
probably is. You probably still get giant fireballs, but it's better than a 4-inch barrel.
Yeah,
or something.
I'm with you, Honda. I think you would want more barrel on that cartridge.
Doesn't Coonan or someone like that make a short barrel
Automat
Automat
to make a 30 carbine pistol, but it was like a 5 or 6 inch barrel too.
Yeah. I've seen it with Demolition Ranch had one on his channel one time, and it does make a mean fireball.
I always thought it was cool because really the 30 carbine would make a great handgun cartridge if you could fit it in a handgun, but it's kind of big.
It's a struggle too. Yeah.
Daniel says, if you walk outside and someone is carjacking, stealing your cat, just accidentally let the jack down. Dude, there was a story in Denver of a guy who was this guy was just got ready for work, went outside to his car, and there's a dead dude under his car. Underneath his parked car. He's like, what the fuck? So he calls 911. Well, it turns out the dude was stealing catalytic converters, and he had a less than functional car jack that failed somehow. Like the jacker failed and fucking let the car down on top of him, and he got crushed to death by the car that he was stealing the catalytic converter for. I say poetic justice.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I'm saying it was a Harbor Freight jack.
I know how you fix this. You make it legal to hunt anyone who's doing the catalytic converter stealing, and that'll just sort itself out. Eventually there won't be anyone stealing catalytic converters. Like, there's already like a lack of hunting seasons. Like, we need more seasons.
Do you eat the meat after the kill, or like how does that?
Nah, you just
on your wall. Like,
you just stuff it, right? Like, this is Jimmy and his Jack. He was stealing catalytic converters.
Put him out in the yard like a scarecrow to warn off the other catalytic converters thieves.
Have like fucking Predator on the loose in fucking LA or whatever. Like,
you just
Predator
keep their
2.
skulls and spines as fucking trophies. I like it.
You can't hunt regular people, but if anyone is fucking trying to sling ginseng or steal catalytic converters, they're fair game.
Yep. So apparently I've been shadow banned because there's only like 40 people watching right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck. I set up, like, I've noticed if you set up your live stream too soon to the begin time of the live stream, then notifications don't go out correctly. I thought it was a half an hour. Like, you have to be over a half an hour over. Maybe it's an hour now. Maybe they changed something. So I feel like that's probably what happened, is the fucking notification didn't go out to a bunch of people because I only set it up like 50 minutes before the chat, you know?
Is it that we discussed that reptilians rule the world and that Hillary Clinton is one of them?
That's probably the last chat talking about Alex Jones.
Well, we talk about Alex Jones on a fairly regular basis. It's not like that's something that just happened last week for the first time.
I don't know.
Alex Jones has been right from time to time. There's the whole like gay frog thing, and then there's the tinfoil hat on your head thing, keeping you safe from the microwaves.
Well, what has he been right about?
Fuck, what was it? There was something big. Oh, the Epstein thing. Like, he was talking about that 11 years before anybody else was.
Mm-hmm. That's a good example. Or Bohemian Grove. Like, go back to the beginning. That's how he got like more than famous outside of more than just Texas, right? Because people knew about him in like the Austin area because he did a fucking like public radio thing or whatever back then. But he crashed the fucking Bohemian Grove party, which is where they have like little slave boys walking around and they grab him by the dick and do stuff and run around naked in the forest and film them sacrificing the effigy of a child in front of a fucking owl god. And the people who attend this, it turns out, are prominent businessmen, politicians, members of media, foreign diplomats and dignitaries, like all kinds of people of important
Jeffrey Epstein
show up to this thing on an annual basis, and he's the only one, so far as I know, to ever get a camera inside and film what happens on the inside and get it to anybody else. So there's that whole thing. Like, he exposed that going on. Not been covering Bilderberg for years.
Didn't he also expose that satanic cult or whatever the hell it was that's out in the woods with that weird structure?
That's Bohemian Grove.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember what it's called.
Yeah. He was also talking about 9/11. That's pretty much as soon as it happened.
Well, he talked about the potential for a false flag event pre 9/11, but then he also certainly covered from multiple angles all aspects of the 9/11 conspiracy, which, to my mind, you almost have to disprove. You know what I mean? Like,
Man,
I wouldn't say that it's proven to me, but you'd have to disprove some of the concepts that I have with science and reason and evidence.
I still think that it's strange that Alex Jones has not come up with the Archimedes death ray theory yet, like us. But
OK Precision said that he was right about human-animal chimeras in China.
Is that
true? Actually, it is true. Because there are so like this dude, it was in the news just recently. This guy got a heart transplant, and it turns out it was a pig heart that was a genetically modified pig that had human DNA mixed in with its pig DNA. And so when it grew the heart, it had like human proteins and shit, so a human body could accept the pig heart.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh,
That's
Not a fan of that.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't like that much.
No.
So I mean,
Man bear pig.
I'll take
in order to get it down to the point where they could like match the proteins inside of the heart of the pig and grow the fucking pig to make a heart to transplant into a human, there must have been necessarily multiple stages of research and development of this technology that had happened secretly without us knowing. Yet Alex Jones has been talking about it for years, and everyone would always look at him like, oh, what the fuck are you talking? Like, who knows what level of human genetics they put into some animal and then made like a more human than animal human thing that's part
if you
monkey,
believe he's correct, he says that they have slave colonies of human animal hybrids on Mars, and that's not something that like he didn't say. He said that point blank multiple times. So is he right about shit or is he not? And if he's right about that, how the fuck is he right? Like how do we have shit on Mars? And I don't know. This is where Alex Jones loses me.
I don't. Okay, so I watch his show fairly regularly. I think he said something like that on, what was it, fucking Rogan?
Yeah, he said it on Rogan like 3 or 4 times. He meant what he was saying at the time, at least. Maybe he was high. I don't know.
I don't remember. You'd have to show me the quote on that one. But
that was the thing that made me go, what the fuck?
Like, that's not what he talks about on his show, though. He talks about the deep state. He talks about the fucking, like, billionaire class who's running things secretly and openly at times. He talks about the false flags and conspiracy theories and fucking, like, weird shit going on with our food and water and drugs that we take and everything that goes into our bodies and the media and everything. Like, he kind of puts it together in a way that you could argue with for sure, but the individual facts of what he talks about are usually researchable and verifiable.
I just think it's weird that something as strange as human animal chimeras or whatever, that's a real thing in China now. And like you said, Alex Jones has been talking about it to some level for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're growing their own army to come attack us.
Well, that could be like if you wanted to really fuck a country over or something, you could create full like in the movie Aliens or whatever, the company wanted that thing as a bioweapon.
Mm-hmm.
Making some nightmare like that.
So what's going on in Ukraine right now?
Yeah, Duke.
Oh, it is getting spicy. I don't know if Duke's still awake.
Duke, you awake?
I was gone for a second. What's up?
He asked about Ukraine.
Tell us of the death of Ukraine.
Oh, they're pulling out all the diplomats and all the American citizens are being told to leave Ukraine. That's scary.
Being told to leave, they are abandoning the embassy, but yet they're like, "Oh no, everything's fine. This is just routine."
That's usually the direct thing that happens right before an invasion or war, right? Like, why would you pull your diplomats out if diplomacy is working?
Do you think we're headed for World War III if they invade the Ukraine?
No, because we are not. Europe has already decided, like, they're basically not going to do anything if Russia wants to take Ukraine. Like, none of them are getting ready. The only people in Europe that are getting ready to maybe do anything to help Ukraine is, like, Poland.
And you know the rest. You know who's being weirdly silent during all this? Have you heard?
Who?
Germany. Germany is trying to play both sides. There's been talk and kind of weird talk about questioning whether Germany has like a secret alliance with Russia over this.
And-
like,
and
hey,
in
we're
which
not going
case-
to get involved, which is kind
which
of
case-
eerie.
It might be World War III again because they've done that secret alliance in the past.
I think we are watching the pre-stages of World War III right now. I don't know to what level.
See, I don't think it's going to go World War III because the rest of Europe has essentially said, we're not going to do shit. Like, if they wanted, because everyone in Europe's saying, like, oh, they're just going to take a small part of Ukraine if they do anything. And Ukraine's like, no, they're not. That's what they did last time. Like, you guys aren't backing us. Like, they're just going to take everything.
Well,
and then the United States, hold up. The United States has already come out and said straight out, like, oh, well, because fucking bumbling dementia-ridden moron came on TV and said, oh, well, if it's like a small incursion, we'll have to have talks. But if it's bigger, maybe some sanctions. Like, they don't give a fuck.
Like, my issue with this is it looked like the world was kind of primed for a world war 5 or 6 years ago, much less after COVID and the shit we've seen in the last year. And now there's all this tension in Eastern fucking Europe, which is known to cause such things.
I'm saying it from the standpoint of I don't see.
Hold on. Here's what's going on in my mind. Like, America has shown its weakness, and the rest of the world that's been waiting to take control of whatever region or whatever power that they have has been waiting for the time they can do so without, like, Big Brother America coming down on them with a fucking iron fist, right? So you got Russia and Ukraine. Russia's looking at Ukraine. We've already fucking signaled, go ahead and take it, right? What do you think China's doing right now when it comes to Taiwan? They're looking at Taiwan like a tasty fucking snack, right?
Yep.
And if they see what happens with Ukraine and nothing goes bad with that as far as intervention from other countries, do you think they're going to fucking wait any longer than they have to do that to Taiwan?
Oh, no.
And do you think we're going to stand in their way like we didn't stand in the way of Russia going after Ukraine? Probably not.
Nope.
So then you have these expansionary powers in Western Europe, or Eastern Europe, excuse me, and in fucking China, doing things that, it's the preambles of war. It's the preambles of a greater war, depopulation war, something like that, like a fucking mass event, fucking crazy, like worldwide changing war. Like we've never seen, because we have the technology now, and everyone has, well, not everyone, but enough people have the technology now to blow the fucking world to smithereens.
The last time the board looked like this, it was 1914.
Yeah, and no one had nukes.
Yep.
See, I look at it from the standpoint of, I don't even seeing it be a war. Like, granted, obviously, like, Taiwan's going to resist as much as they can, same with Ukraine. But I don't see it really being a war. I see it just being more of a, hey, we're going to invade and walk all over you. And there's really, like, when I think of, like, a world war, I think of, like, two superpowers going at it. Our current administration, I have no doubt in my mind at this point, would straight out say, if Russia was like, hey, we're going to take all of Europe and then you're not going to do shit, our current administration would go, hey, as long as we get to keep our jobs and stay in power, you do whatever you want. Like,
at some point, they have to justify their phony baloney jobs, man.
Danny dropped in $5 and said, have you ever looked into NASA JPL saying openly that we have lost the technology to travel through / outside the Van Allen radiation belt? That would imply that we once had the technology?
Yeah.
No, I did not see that. That's crazy. Also dropped in $2 and said, Poland is a NATO member. If they go, we
go. What happened, if that's true, then what happened in 14 when we did this last time?
Well, NATO didn't exist then.
No, 2014.
Oh.
What I'm saying is that we won't go. That's off the table. There's no.
There might be NATO forces committed, but the United States would never be largely withdrawn into a conflict like that.
Yeah, no.
And not over Ukraine. I'm just saying. I mean, like, this is going to be horrible.
If it was like Japan or something that was more valuable, I could see it. But we don't value Ukraine.
Okay, so what happens if, like, Russia just comes in and takes Ukraine and China just comes in and takes Taiwan? Do you think Japan's worried?
Oh, Japan's definitely.
I think if
100%.
at that point Japan no longer listens to us about what they can and cannot do.
Well, the thing is, we've been protecting them for we've been spending how much money a year fucking protecting Japan when they could just protect themselves. We could trust them to do that. I think.
I think it's very clear if China,
as much as any other
Taiwan,
country, anyway. You know,
if China takes Taiwan, it'll be very clear to Japan that we can no longer protect them, and that they should start beefing up their military. Because
by that time it
Japan
might
is
be
the
too
next
late though,
logical
because China's
step.
been working on that for a while. And if you look at what our military has been doing, they've been gearing down for desert warfare because they're getting out of that, and they've been gearing up for Pacific warfare. Against who? I wonder.
Yeah,
The Vietnamese.
Yeah, that's because of North Vietnam.
I think we're about to see a naval war like we've never seen before, fought in the Pacific, probably with nukes.
Yep. Are we pretty much overdue for a war?
Well, if you look at it, we've already tested a bunch of nukes out in the Pacific, and nobody really noticed. So, what if China and America duked it out in the fucking, South China Sea?
I think that's not far off where we're going to go head-to-head with China.
Yeah, see how this plays out is we do like some nuclear battles in the South China Sea, right? All out in the open ocean where those like swimming iguanas are.
Yeah.
And one of them just gets, and then we have to come together as a planet to help fight Godzilla.
Godzilla!
And Godzuki.
No, we just need to go to that island where there's the giant monkeys and find the one that likes us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be like, yo, Kong, you need to be king.
And then give him
Really?
like a shield and shit, Give him
Really?
like a giant sword.
I
Really?
still love John C. Reilly's character in that movie.
Really, it's not Kong. It's really just Duke. He escaped to an island when all this popped off, and he got really big.
Most people don't realize Duke is actually a very large monkey.
Yes, comes out with his club.
Top secret, baby.
Yes, yeah, but I'm a do, bitches.
And that's the thing. Poland does know they're next if they don't make a stand, just like Japan knows that they're next if Taiwan doesn't make a stand. If they don't make a stand with Taiwan.
Which is why I think we're going to see some sort of flashback in World War if this does pop off. Like, even if we're not involved, other countries are going to be like, well, if we don't do something, we're fucking next.
What are you going to say, Duke?
Do you think it goes that far?
Depends on what happens in Ukraine. I mean, obviously, we're already getting out of the way. And I think if we let shit happen in Ukraine, then it's going to happen in Taiwan because it's going to signal to China what they can do, right? And if they take Ukraine and Taiwan, who's to say Poland and Japan aren't next?
Right.
I'm not saying it will, though. I don't know.
Do you think that us pulling out of Afghanistan was the dog whistle that America is going back to being an isolationist state? That's kind of what it looks like. Like, if you look at the board, like if they're planning on doing those things, America's planning on not responding.
See,
like
the way that we pulled out and
power,
like how we pulled out, I feel like at the time anyway, looking at it, I thought was a destabilization move, right? That's like a future job security move for the fucking military industrial complex. Because if they leave a bunch of weapons in a fucking crazy place in the Middle East in a couple of years, it's going to be so crazy that humanitarily we'll have to come back in, either us or NATO or whoever, and spend a bunch more money on bombs and bullets and vehicles and shit to retake that whole area away from, you know what I mean?
I thought that was more of, hey, we look like we're going to war with China. We need all of our troops here versus there. We can't maintain Afghanistan and fighting with China.
Yeah, but then why did they leave so many troops behind and so much material and fucking...
Well, like the material and shit, I don't know why they didn't destroy that shit, but like in reality, it's cheap compared to other stuff. Like we needed the people, probably. And as far as like the emergence of it, I have no idea why they fucking all of a sudden decided to completely evacuate overnight. Like that shit doesn't make sense to me. In fact, it makes more sense that like there's something going on that we don't know about.
Did we ever actually get all our people that were left behind there out?
No.
Or are they still there?
They're still there.
That's what I thought.
There were special forces dudes like getting a C-130 and flying to Afghanistan or some shit. What I heard.
Yeah, I
Well,
heard
the
that.
thing is, they can fly to an airport, but how are the people going to get from wherever they're fucking hunkered down and hiding at to the airport? Because they can't go out in the open because they'll be identified as not an Arab person and therefore a suspect, and therefore you're probably going to get stoned to death by a fucking mob of fucking inbred halfwits who believe in some fucking spaghetti monster in the sky, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. You could have gunship support fucking just mowing down the streets in front of them. Path to the airport.
We could have done it the right way, which was have a big
kids.
We could have had a big dick about it and taken all our people out and said, no, we're getting everybody out and we'll kill you if you try and stop us. That's what we should have done. But no, we did the shit.
Honestly, we should have fucking...
We let them do a bunch of horrible stuff is what we let them do.
We should have fucking dug holes and fixed fucking bayonets and just fucking not given in. Well, a bunch of fucking jobs and fucking...
If you're going to leave, the least you can do is pour a gallon of gasoline into the driver's seat of the Humvee and light it on fire, you know? Like, that bitch ain't going to work after that. And there's no Afghan, like, mechanic who can figure out how to work that shit and make it work again. Like, those vehicles would be fucked. Same with the helicopters and...
Well,
like,
that
all the
was
guns
drones
and stuff. Like, I don't know, dude.
The drones they left intact, dude. They should have fucking thrown a hand grenade in those crates or some shit at least. Like,
it makes sense to me. It wouldn't take you 5 minutes to pour a gallon of gasoline in the driver's seat and light a match.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it melted the towers, it can melt a fucking Humvee.
What if our shit in Afghanistan was actually some sort of alien base and we left in such an emergency because there's like something breaking loose? Like all of COVID
I think it would have broke loose by now.
No, I'm not confused. I wasn't saying I never said they invaded Poland. I was saying they invaded Ukraine. So I'm saying that if you were saying if Daniel, you were saying that like NATO would jump in. I don't think NATO would jump in because they didn't jump in 2014 when they invaded Ukraine.
Yeah.
Remember? Do you guys remember the video of that?
Yeah.
Like, people with like shields against like AKs, and they're throwing like rocks against guys with AKs. Those guys were brave as hell. I mean, it's stupid, but I mean, at least they're not like a bunch of everybody else running.
Yeah, they're not just laying down. Yeah.
Yeah, at least they're fighting. And so I wasn't saying that it was Poland. I was saying back at 2014 when they invaded Ukraine, we didn't do anything then.
Can you own guns in Poland?
Everybody's in the defense force.
Dude, it's one of those like brave but stupid. Like you could make Molotov cocktails or some shit at least.
Well, I mean, it was horrible, and it's going to be the same thing this time. We're going to see this on TikTok. We're going to see it on Facebook. The whole war is going to be shown, as is, and it's going to be a bunch of these Russian special forces going in and shooting people. Okay, and it's going to be horrible. And that's the fact of the matter is a bunch of innocent people are going to be invaded by a bunch of horrible monsters, because that's exactly what Russia is. Don't ever get that twisted. They're horrible monsters. And it's a horrible thing.
What's that saying? Like, shock them with overwhelming violence and speed of force or whatever. I forget what it is.
Shock and awe.
No, it's like a troop tactic, like a squad tactic.
Well, violence of action. Like you hit someone harder than they ever thought they could be hit. It throws them off.
Talk about lightning war?
Yeah, blitzkrieg.
I don't think a lot of people are ready for that. For the reality of that. And they talk about like civil war in this country and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like they complain when the Starbucks line's too long. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to get fucking through a civil war in this country without people changing or just capitulating. Because like they're going to capitulate if they don't change.
If you think you aren't going to see a Honda Civic with a 50 cal mounted on top of it rolling down the fucking hood, I think you're unrealistic.
Well,
if there's a civil war.
I think that most Americans couldn't tell you where Ukraine is.
Yeah.
I think most Americans don't care. And I think most people will just say, "Oh, that's their problem. That's not our problem." And I think that's what it'll be. And I get it to a point. I get it to a point that people need to take care of themselves. and people gotta, stand up for themselves. We don't need to be the world police. But also, I think that just letting them just run in is going to be a mistake. What the hell?
The
I really like that movie, Team America: World Police.
Durka.
Hey, it's the Unabomber.
I don't even get an invite anymore? Shit.
No, you don't.
I sent you an invite.
No, you did not.
Let me check.
So who sent you one?
I can just
you don't
hop
even
on.
need an
I don't need an
invite,
invite. I don't need one.
Oh, I guess I didn't send you one. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, Matt, what do you think should be done to catalytic converter thieves?
Well, I think the modern industrial age is going to cause the downfall of man. This includes catalytic converters.
So you're saying the catalytic converter is evil?
Yeah.
Part of the beast.
Well, I'm getting it replaced for the straight pipe because emissions don't matter in Oklahoma.
Exactly. Fuck it. Who cares?
You'll have a Honda Odyssey that sounds like a race car.
Yeah, it sounds like one right now. It's like fucking as loud as a jet engine in the driver's seat.
It's like driving a Maserati. What's up, dude? How's it
Sounds
going?
like you're driving a
Not too
fucking
bad.
Ferrari.
How was your day?
Uneventful. I haven't done shit since we talked last night.
Goddamn, I'm fucking jealous. All I've been doing is shit since we talked last night.
Yeah, you had a big day. So, yeah.
It's all good, though. We're still here. Didn't get through to anybody,
Well, that happens,
as expected.
There is one sure way to get through to somebody. It involves a pipe, some nails, a mailbox. I'm just... No, I'm not. It's a joke. FBI, it's a joke. I'm not trying to get Honda kicked off the internet.
I feel like you got dangerously close.
Man, when you
Like
said
a bomb going off.
when you said that catalytic converters were evil, it got me rolling.
Anyway.
So what are your thoughts on the Ukraine situation?
So I'm not up to date on what exactly is going on. I'm like a week or two behind. Like, what? Catch me up. I have no idea. I mean, I know it's
my
a clusterfuck,
information
but
source on this so far is Duke, and he's wearing a night suit right there. So I don't know how reliable this is, but
That's
No.
Dengar. So
Yeah,
Let's get that
Dengar's
straight.
awesome as shit.
go on.
Yeah, so essentially, we're pulling everyone out of Ukraine. Like, they've already said, like, all Americans should leave. They're abandoning the embassy, like, or evacuating the embassy, like, and just saying, oh, this is routine stuff. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, is this? I mean, like, what if you look back at all the shit that happened in Ukraine earlier that everybody tried to, well, everybody did prove, but nobody wanted to believe what was going on under Obama with Biden. And then you look at all the stuff that happened since, and you look at the fact that we opened up fucking sanctions so that Russia could fucking pump in all their fucking oil so they could make more money. And now this shit, like, is this a surprise to anybody? It just looks like we're just like, oh, here you go, Russia. Just do whatever the fuck you want. Like,
it's not really surprising.
seems to be all they're
'cause
doing.
They pulled this shit under Obama, and then there's like that 4-year window where they didn't pull this shit, and now they're back to it.
I forget
don't
what
know
was
why.
going on. What was that? Those 4? I don't
know.
remember why during that 4 years.
I think someone was insulted on Twitter,
I think so.
but outside
Who was
that,
it?
I
Wait,
can't
who
really
was it
remember.
that kept? Who was it that put more? There was somebody that put more sanctions on Russia, even though that person was accused of being a Russian troll. I can't remember who that person was. My mind's drawing a blank. I don't know. And then as soon as the people that were calling him a Russian spy got back in power, we started lifting sanctions on Russia again, right? Or am I just making that shit up in my fucking head? Okay. Just checking.
I can't remember.
Just checking.
This guy has some interesting driving skills.
Music.
Fuck that.
I mean, why wouldn't you just keep going till... Is that as wide as the road gets right there? This is it? I'm like, even an extra foot would be pretty nice, But whatever. Oh, we got some pro-vaccine protesters. I asked how many boosters they were willing to take. As many as it takes, because I am not selfish. It takes 10, I'll take 10. Jesus.
It's still not going to go away, but you know.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not gonna take anything. Fuck them.
Oh, the old bump and rob. There you go, bump and rob.
That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Look how many there are.
Yep.
That's why you carry high capacity magazines.
Nah, Duke. If you shoot the first two, the other two will run away.
Yeah, usually you start firing dudes to stop their plan pretty quick. Everyone's got a plan till they get hit.
Yeah, but I that's why. But multiple bad guys. Never know.
Seriously, you smoke 2 of the 4 dudes. The other 2 are not going to stick around. They are changing whatever they're.
Unless they're skinwalkers. All right. Damn. Ruining my scenario.
Duke just wants them to keep coming at him, baby.
Duke's getting attacked by the dog man. Like,
Let me tell you what happened the other night. The other night I get off here, and I hear voices, and that's not a strange thing sometimes. And I hear voices outside, so I turn out my light, and I start looking out there. Dang on teenagers having a dang on party next to the cornfield, out there by the stop sign.
Were they wearing alien suits?
And I was thinking it was aliens at first, but it wasn't. And it was just teenagers out there.
Man,
and the cop came up.
Cornfield is known to have aliens.
And I didn't even call the cops on them.
Dude just
it
got
was
abducted
aliens.
again.
They were just wearing teenager skins.
Yeah, those were definitely aliens. Those were definitely aliens.
They were by the cornfield I showed you. I'm
Dude
telling
has
you, they're
never
out there.
seen Signs. You need
I've
to
seen
watch Signs.
I've seen that. I just haven't seen Animal House.
Oh. You haven't seen Animal House?
No.
You need to watch that shit.
Have you seen Fire in the Sky, dude?
Oh, I've seen that with Matt, and I don't want to watch that ever again.
Or Communion. Communion is one you got to check out. Check out Communion.
I'm not watching any of that. That's
Dude,
terrible.
You need to watch the 4th time.
No, I've seen that movie, and the ending I can't get out of my head. and like that.
What's the one about the spaceship that has the portal to hell?
No, stop.
Event Horizon.
Oh,
Event Horizon. I love that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Event Horizon, Duke?
No.
Have you ever seen it deleted?
He gouges his eyes out, Duke.
It's a spaceship that the hyperdrive they built is a experimental hyperdrive or some shit that when it gets activated, it accidentally opens a portal to hell.
Yep.
Oh, hell no. That's not Duke at all.
And there's like, and the best part is there is a like 6 minutes of that movie or something like that.
Yes.
That the footage is lost because it was so fucked up. It was all just like the shit that was going on.
They had to remove it. They couldn't put it in the movie because it was going to make the movie like NC-17 or some shit.
Yep.
So they had to remove it, but then they fucking lost the footage, so it's just gone. It's like the most devilish, demony, fucking twisted, fucked up footage that anybody's ever seen, and nobody knows where it's at.
Yeah, it makes like Doom look like Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. It's like straight portal to hell in your eyeballs, Duke.
Yep.
Oh gosh, no.
We need to do a watch party. We need to do a watch party, I think.
We need to get Duke to watch Event Horizon.
Yeah.
I can see everything now.
Because, like, honestly, he hasn't lived until he's watched this movie.
I mean, Dr. Grant's in it, Duke.
Yeah, and he has no eyeballs.
Yep.
But don't ruin it.
I feel like
Cardinal Garcia says, getting a 1022, is it the best budget 22? Any others?
A 1022?
I have a 1022. I love my 1022. I would get a different one personally. Someone go, sorry.
I think for your money, and I think for what you're paying for and what you're getting, it is the best you can get. There are cheaper options that are fine, that are great, but I think for your money, for what you're getting, you're talking about a budget, 22 that's going to do well for you. There's nothing better than a 1022.
I might think about getting a 1522, like the M&P 1522.
Those are cool. I am a big fan of the little survival
Duke
22s.
Oh, what the no? What happened to that man? Is that the man from? Is that
He
the
can
guy
see
from,
everything now.
You can see
Is that
everything.
the guy
I
from
can
Jurassic
see
Park?
everything,
Yes.
dude.
No.
Yeah.
And she's
Well, I
just
don't-
nothing. There's just nothing.
No, that looks like Carl, but double Carl.
Oh, the doctor. Remember
Yeah.
the good doctor?
Uh-huh.
What is this?
This is
What
Event
the hell,
Horizon.
Duke?
It's a great movie starring the doctor from Jurassic Park and Morpheus.
It's like The Shining in space with hell.
Exactly.
No.
See? It's like if The Shining had a baby with aliens and
Yep.
then they both became way worse and then this was the dude from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Dude, I think we need to bring back the movie night thing, but we
Or-
need
or
to
this.
pick, like, movies that are good, bad. Like this. This would be a great movie. Anaconda was great.
This is genuinely a good movie, but it's scary as fuck.
No, I don't want to watch any of this with
We
you.
might have to strap Duke down to a chair and
Just,
Oh,
just,
good luck.
just like have his eyeballs held open. We'll have his
Yeah.
wife wait till he's asleep, and then like
The sick part is that she would help you. She would be into
Strap
this.
Duke to a chair and like lovingly rub his face while he's watching this.
and then do this to him. Just be like, look,
No, no.
look,
What is that man doing?
watch the movie, Duke.
No, that's nasty.
Watch the movie or it gets the hose again, dude.
No, man. That's, no way.
That's close. I almost see Dong there. Like
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
almost Sam Neill Dong.
No,
that's
no.
almost
I mean, if
Dong.
he's got those cuts all over his body, what does his dong look like?
I know
It's
shit.
been
Maybe he just took it
delayed.
off. Just took it
Stop.
off. It's
Yeah.
just not there anymore. Or maybe he just paper cut it to death.
Chopped off by an
Ooh,
870.
right down the slit.
Right, he just used paper to like saw it into a
Oh.
side by side.
Stop,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, he turned it into a he turned it into a pea-gina.
It's just like two flaps now. It looks like when those people get their tongue cut in half.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's like a two-headed snake. You know.
Yeah. Isn't that right, Duke?
You make
I
fun
hate
of
all
the
of
vagina, but
I hate all of you so much. That's horrible.
That's it. But anyway, we got to watch
Oh,
this, dude.
shit.
We gotta
Locked
watch
Loaded has a question here. Anyone else wondering about Never Enough Ammo getting a new SKS that needed cleaning? Then he visited the hospital.
Ooh.
It's true.
he had
It's
his
true.
dick chopped off. That's what happened.
Shazam.
I know. I got it like cut in half, man. It's only like 6 inches now.
I mean,
He turned it into a pea-gina.
Matt, we can tell them all what really happened. You're pregnant.
Yeah. So much fun.
Oh.
Matt
Yeah.
got pregnant with E Honda's baby because of Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, he said I could come inside. So
It was a Christmas fling. I thought, why use protection? I mean, you know, what the hell? Like, it's just one time. Surely nothing will happen after one time.
he told me not to stop.
Damn it.
Why would you use protection? It's E Honda.
Yeah. I mean, the
No.
penis is defective anyway, so.
Did you check your box, Matt? Speaking
I did
of-
not. Well, because you just told me yesterday, and so now it's Sunday, so I didn't even try to go by the post office today. So I think it was just yesterday. Wasn't it just yesterday you told me to check? I feel like it was on your chat last night when he told me to check.
Yeah,
Right?
he did last night. That's true.
Funny part is Duke actually is pregnant.
I am not pregnant.
Okay, so
Son of a
check
bitch.
this out. Don't let me make me big.
I can make you big.
This is a picture of John Wayne in 1957 in a parade. And in the bottom corner right here, that's my grandpa. He's protecting him. He's like a undercover cop, like riding shotgun in the fucking parade, protecting John Wayne. Isn't that fucking cool?
That's badass.
Matt,
John Wayne needed protecting, and it was your grandpa who did it.
Yeah, my
You-
grandpa was more
That's so
badass
cool.
than John Wayne, is what I'm hearing.
you can make him hard, Matt. You can't make him big. That's not possible.
Oh, that's true.
Unless you got ginseng.
The sang?
Yeah, get you some sang, boy.
Get some of that sang.
Come on, Matt. We all need to go together and fucking go on a camping trip to West Virginia next ginseng season and go get some of this shit.
November
Get some
1st,
sang. Yeah.
West Virginia. Be there, and you could be a sanger too.
And be sure to bring like some coffee or caffeine or uppers or whatever the fuck it is you're gonna do.
And like shotguns and rifles
All
and
the above.
pistols and fucking TNT or something. Like
Now, should I go to Wanamaker dressed like this? Or do
Yes,
think-
you should.
I'm sure it'll work out.
The camera system that the ATF runs won't pick that up at all.
Yeah. And simply just try to buy tannerite and like.
Yeah.
Who's got just barrels for sale?
Yep.
I need metal pipes. Does anyone sell metal
sell
pipes?
Show up in a
cannon
rider
fuse?
van. It'll be okay.
I need barrels and pipes. Does anyone sell those?
Anybody else have nails or bob wire?
Wire?
Bob wire. I don't know. I know it's not bob wire, but like that's
Bob
how we
wire.
say it. And then I'm saying it. I'm like, I'm realizing, well, I'm saying it the way I say Whataburger, but
Yeah,
that's
you
just how you.
Barb, because it has
know.
barbs.
I know exactly. Like I know how it's spelled, and I know how you're supposed to say it, but I say bob wire. I don't know. It's how I grew up saying it.
Talk like they never
That's
taught
the
you.
Texas thing.
Fucking bob wire.
You got that Bob Wire song up there, boy?
And you say that to anybody, and everybody knows exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, we know what you're talking about. We don't want to fucking.
But yeah, it's completely incorrect.
Your fucking
You know,
No,
It's
feel free. I know
just-
it's wrong.
It's
I mean, it's not gonna change the way I say it. Just like you still say tamales. So, but
instead of going to West Virginia to hunt sang, we should all go to that mountainy region of Oklahoma that has it. Go there. It's like in the center.
well, it's certainly closer.
Except for in like other states, it's all regulated, and you have to get a license to dig it. And if you get caught digging without a license, there's like hefty fines, fees, and even jail time. Like in what is it, Georgia? It's up to 5 years in prison and up to a $5,000 fine for digging.
I doubt that there's any laws about it in Oklahoma.
Just go to the reservation. It doesn't matter.
That's a good point too.
Just fuck. Nobody's gonna do anything.
Daniel says, "I don't feel like John Wade needed protection." Well, he did that day.
He actually did because he's a fucking draft dodger. So there you
He
go.
did movies though.
Yeah. Okay.
You just kill a bug? What was that?
I was trying. There's like a mosquito that was flying past my screen, and I was like trying to do that shit, trying to get it. I lost it. I don't know where the fuck it went.
He was randomly starting to dance.
I'm just like this. Just all of a sudden.
Do the
Some
mosquitoes
shit.
ever go away in Texas? Is there ever a time of year where you're mosquito free?
No.
You can die.
There are times of year where it gets better, but no, they're never gone.
Oklahoma has mosquito-free winters. It's nice.
Yeah, Colorado, like we have a good 6 months of the year where you
Fuck,
don't have
it's
to
back.
worry about mosquitoes.
Fuck, where'd it go? All the lights are out in my room. The only light is the fucking screen, so I can only see him when he goes in front of the screen. I don't know where the fuck he's
Flies
at.
for that
We're like
matter. You don't-
Texas with snow.
You don't see flies in the winter in Colorado. Like indoor or outdoor, it doesn't matter. I don't know where they all come back. Do they?
They just all come down here when it gets cold. They migrate down
Oh,
here.
Yeah.
Just fucking come down here. That's all.
Jesus.
I love it when you get that first frost because if you have fruit flies or something that you've got over the summer, you can fucking just freeze out the house and kill them.
Yep.
Oh shit! Don't forget, it's John Moses' Browning's birthday today.
Moses's.
I read it wrong. I'm
Moses's.
tired. I've been awake. All right, fuck off.
I've been conscious for like a day.
Bob Wire. Oh.
Bob wire. He says it like Bob wire.
So it's like Jaguar.
Jaguar. Aluminium. Like fucking adding shit
Where
in there.
can I
Man.
acquire aluminium pipes?
I don't even think that if you like enunciated every letter in aluminum, you would
No,
come
they
up
add
with
like an
all
extra
the-
I or some shit in the
Yeah.
word.
Aluminium.
I forget what. There's an extra letter in there in the way they do it. I don't know fucking which one.
Is it added
Interesting. On our
aluminium?
nation's capital, there's a ball of aluminum that's like on the spire on the very top of it. And the reason that there's a ball of aluminum up there is because at the time, aluminum was the most precious metal by weight because it was hard to fucking refine and get like pure aluminum. So they were like, I don't know, like showing their status as a country by having the most precious metal at the spire of the fucking Capitol building. Fast forward to today, you like wrap your chicken in that shit, you know, like.
So like I think it's like a representation of our country. Like when it was founded, it was the greatest thing ever. But as technology has evolved, it has passed it or some shit.
Industry is destroying the world and society.
Just like what Matt says all the time, or fucking the Unabomber, whoever it is.
Just call me TK. Just call me TK.
TK.
Fucking got you,
You
little
know,
bastard.
the catalytic converter is evil because it was
It's
built by
evil.
science.
Is leading to the downfall of the industrialized society.
How much fucking what is it? Platinum is inside of a catalytic converter.
What pisses me off is that I could have cut this thing off and sold it.
So it depends. It depends all on the size of the vehicle, the size of the catalytic converter. But there's really not that much platinum. And what's the other one that's in there?
Like
That they get
uranium
money.
or something.
Something like that they get money for. There's not that much, but
It's a
just
couple
because-
$100 at most.
Yeah, at most for each of
But the
them.
damage
Well,
they
it's hard
do
to
is
produce,
thousands.
though, is the other thing. It's like, if
That-
you've ever looked at it, it's like this weird, like, spongy, meshy material that fills up the space that allows air through it. But, like, when your car's blowing hot fucking exhaust through it, it heats up and gets, like, burning red hot. But since it's those materials, it doesn't fucking, I don't know,
Yep.
burn away and disappear or whatever. And it burns the extra bullshit that's in your fucking exhaust before it goes out the fucking tailpipe, is what it
And-
does.
And
It's pretty
that's
cool.
why it's so goddamn expensive, is because even though there's not much of it in there, it's just such a rare metal, and it's so necessary that's why you get money for it.
So I got a quick question, real quick. Kind of goes in line with the catalytic converter thievery. How long until gas is starting to get stolen because the prices are going up?
So, like, you mean like gas out of cars and shit like that?
Yeah, where people
Yeah.
just
Siphon.
siphon or cut your hose. I
Depending
remember.
on the area, that was happening last year a lot, actually.
I mean, to cut a hose and get to, again, depends on the vehicle, but that's a big pain in the ass. Like, much more so than like a catalytic converter or something. I mean, the siphon gas, especially on older cars, yeah, it's easy enough to do, but like my car's a 2010, that gas cap, no, granted, you can pry open the gas cap, but by the time you do that, it's going to be setting off alarms and shit like that because the cap's locked with the doors.
You know, the car is really just a representation of our technological society that should be destroyed. Uncle Ted didn't even own a car.
No, that's not.
Cars are just a representation of the downfall of society brought upon by industry.
So are catalytic converters. That's why he steals them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He secretly just got back from all the way
Awesome.
from Oklahoma, where he was on a secret mission to.
Honestly, the whole time I was just trying to make catalytic converters, and I just was doing it wrong. And then when I would try to mail someone one of the catalytic converters that they ordered, it just went very, very wrong. That's basically all that fuck happened.
We're very sorry. We make very bad
Was-
products.
It was, yeah, it just
Oh
went
my
very,
God.
very wrong.
Jesus.
I don't even know what to say. It's so good.
It's like
We should end the chat there. That's it.
on Rick and Morty when
Good night,
they don't
everybody.
even-
Thanks for watching the Gay Frog chat. I don't know what this one was about, but it
It's
was
like
a good
on
show.
Rick
I
and-
enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too.
It's like on Rick and Morty when they attack Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
It's like we went there. Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you do
All
in
right.
this case? The guy bumps you, like, oh, I just got rear-ended.
I wouldn't have got out of the fucking car.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I can
But I
totally,
have-
because I've done that before, where I got right out of the car and was like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
And then by then you're screwed because they're like fucking 4 of them get out of the car with like guns and shit. It's like, well, shit. What the fuck do I do now? You
Well,
know, you're just kind of screwed.
I don't go
I mean-
to areas where that happens.
See, it
That's
kind
how
of
I-
screws.
That's why I avoid that.
See, it screws them though because, well, it potentially screws them because they go in and they steal that car, right? And they drive off. That car probably has a key fob in it. If he has that key fob in his pocket and they drive off, they can never fucking use they can never use that car again. It's not going to start.
They just got to keep it running forever.
Exactly.
No, there are ways to bypass that. You can bypass it. You can actually.
So, like, the thing I think is the hole in their whole plan is what happens when the guy gets out of the car like that and they, like, rough him up or whatever, but then he like pulls out his can of silver spray paint and sprays his face, and it's just like I'm awaited, and just like starts tearing into them with his bare hands.
All I know is if I ever get bumped rear-ended, I'm getting out of the car with a gun. Like,
Well, that's the thing too. I always have a gun on me. Like I got rear-ended just 2 weeks ago, coming home from the gym. Guy behind me was at a red light, and he was high as a kite, and he thought he hit the brake instead he hit the gas. Rear-ended me. So light turns green. I'm like, motherfucker. I pull forward so like other people can get through the light. I pull over. He pulls over behind me, gets out, and I mean nothing happened of it.
Was
like there was
high?
no damage.
He was
There's
high.
no damage. Oh yeah, high as a kite.
Oh, my neck would have been so hurt.
I was pissed off,
Yeah,
but
his insurance
if there had
would
been
fuck.
if there had been damage to my vehicle, I would have been more pissed. I had
No.
no damage to my vehicle though, and his front had like a crack in the license plate frame holder, and I was like, okay, well, clearly
this
your car
motherfucker wants to get laid so bad. Look at him.
That is the John Cena of birds.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you really want to do?
God damn, I love that show. Fucking hell.
It's so good.
I really don't even want to watch that show after what you showed me.
It's so fucking good.
It's so good.
What show?
Peacemaker.
Man, that car is loud as fuck without a catalytic converter.
I bet. Fuck.
Well, it's because it's bypassing the muffler. Once
Yeah.
you put
This
a
is
pipe
what
in
doesn't
there,
happen
it'll
in
get.
America. There's like Antifa setting off fireworks like they do. And then here's what they did in Brussels. Fuck you.
Take that, hippies.
Yeah.
Throwing lawn furniture back.
That got him. Joe Rogan and Dr. Robert Malone. Hey, that's Mark Malone's brother, right? Receive a roaring applause at the Defeat the Mandates March in D.C. So Joe Rogan was there. Because there was rumors that he was going to be there, and a bunch of people said that he wasn't going to be there, and then I guess he's there. That would have been cool to be there for that.
I'm sure it was an insurrection and they're all about to get arrested.
It's true. You never know. Like,
I mean,
be
insurrection,
absolutely peaceful. Don't even walk on the grass.
the definition of insurrection now includes, like, you know, standing in
Breathing.
line, running, running for your lives.
Getting shot in the throat and dying.
Yes.
I was running.
Well, there was Jedi and there was running.
Do you ever see that documentary, The Mist?
Oh yes.
Yes.
It looks like what this bitch is going into.
That's a rough ending to a movie.
It's a fucked up ending is what it is. It's not even the ending to the book. I read the book. And then I watched that movie and I was like, what the fuck is this? It's not how the book ends.
It was horrible. It was such a horrible ending.
Yeah, I hate that fucking ending. I fucking hate it. The only
I
reason
don't think
anybody
it's meant to be
values
like
it at all is because it's so fucked up that they're just like, oh yeah, that's a good ending. Because I hear people say it's a good ending. I'm like, no, it's not. It's
No,
not a
horrible
good ending.
It's just a really fucked up ending.
I think I'm
Like,
gonna
at
go.
least-
Oh, good.
I was gonna say, at least wait till the monster starts like a monster shows up, starts banging on the glass or something.
I think I'm gonna go to the kill shelter and get a bunch of pit bulls and a big bowl and a bunch of food and just have them like loose on my yard now.
Is $350 a good price on an MRO?
Yeah, that's pretty good. Teach them to eat catalytic converter thieves.
What's so
I
great
know.
about an MRO that it's worth 3.5 fucking Sig Romeos?
It's not. I don't like the MRO at all. I would rather have a hollow set than that by a lot.
Post Malone shooting a gun. Why does everyone like Post Malone so much? Like, what has he done that's so great? What is he even?
It's because he's pro gun. That's it. He's like a pro gun rapper. That's really what it boils down to.
He's pro gun. He's also like, I've heard really down to earth and actually like a pretty chill dude. Like when he goes out and about and stuff, like he'll actually interact with his fans and he'll pay for people's meals and
I
shit.
saw
I saw that he spilled
Did
some
you
of his
ever-
beer, and
I was
he-
about to
and
say
he,
the
like,
same thing.
instantly paid him.
Did you ever
He's so-
see the episode Always Sunny where Dee dates that guy that's like retarded that is a rapper? Reminds me of that guy.
Yeah, I mean, he looks weird, but from what I've heard, he seems like a cool
God, I
down-to-earth
can't
guy.
fucking scroll down without seeing an ad for Mr. Guns and Deals.
Guns and deals.
Yeah, like what Duke was saying, I seen the video where he spilled someone's beer and then ran and went and bought another one for him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one example. I mean, he's done quite a bit of that type of stuff.
And it's not like fake; it's genuine. Like you can see it on his face. He instantly feels bad. He spilled someone's beer, like you do, like anybody would. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me get you another beer, man. My bad. That's exactly how he acted. So I don't really know much about the guy. I'm not really into that kind of stuff. But I saw that video. And...
I can only go off of what couple of things I have seen, and from what I've seen, he seems chill.
Duke's like, I don't know much, but I saw him do a beer thing once, so he's cool.
I mean, hey, man, that's what it is, baby.
What's this about? Gun Library Garrett dropped in $5 and said, "What about the 20 people who got arrested for walking up the Capitol steps like 3 days ago, trying to delay the vote?" I think.
Hadn't even heard about.
Well, they were insurrectioning as well.
I hadn't heard about anything.
As it turns out, anything in DC could be insurrection now.
Unless you're a Democrat.
Yeah,
they also dropped in $2 and said not insurrection because they're Democrats.
No, likely still insurrection.
El Cardinal Garcia says, "Can a man get a blue wrench, por favor?"
No.
Por favor, sí.
Please, yes?
Hold on, I gotta...
Honda likes giving people power.
El Cardinal Garcia. Don't abuse your power.
Or totally abuse it. Like,
or abuse the fuck out of it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do what you do.
Do what you will.
Go Shadow says, "Have a serious problem. When making a call from a cell phone, the call gets redirected to Verizon migration services? Not Verizon customer. I'm not a Verizon customer."
I don't know. Why do migrants use Verizon?
Why does Verizon have migration services?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Is it in Spanish?
Press 1 for Espanol. Número 2.
Bienvenidos a Avantado de Verizon Wireless.
Número 8. For inglés.
Tu primero source de los Estados Unidos.
Or is it Alto, permiso del inmigración. Whatever. Forget the whole spiel. I used to know that's what the immigration services yell from the helicopter when they chase people.
What was it that Brad Pitt kept saying in Inglourious Bastards? When he was trying to be French or
Buongiorno.
Bonjour.
Buongiorno.
Yeah.
I speak Italian second best.
Popovich, you're number 3. I don't speak any Italian. Exactly. You're number 3.
Italian third best.
Did you ever see that Quentin Tarantino when that reporter was trying to hammer him on his violence in his movies, and he gets pissed off? You ever see that interview? That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah. His movies are a conversation about violence in America. That's the ironic part to me.
Oh yeah.
Especially like the Hateful Eight. There's a whole bunch of that movie that like is just a like subtle conversation about race and violence in America.
So how much longer do y'all think Biden's going to last?
Okay.
I can't even say the sentence that I was about to say. I had to stop myself.
I bet he makes
he's not in office anymore.
Either that or living, because man looks like he's on his last leg of life.
I bet he makes it at least halfway through the term.
It already feels like we've had him for 4 years when it haven't. It's been a little over a year.
God damn it! It has only been. It just has now been a year.
Just has now.
I know, it's fucking terrifying.
But we've had like pandemics and almost World War IIIs, and I mean, it's been a rough couple of years.
Catalytic converter thieves.
There's them.
TSA
Dude, I
is
put in the side
accepting
chat a video.
Department of Homeland Security warrant as an ID for illegals to fly. So if you show up to the airport and you want to fly and they need an ID, you can show them your active warrant, and they will let you on the plane.
You know,
Is this what am I reading this correctly? Is that true?
That's such
Yeah.
a joke.
Holy dick, dude.
I mean,
Are they like?
okay.
We live in opposite world, dude.
Here's the thing. The only thing I might be able to see with that is if you had a warrant, like let's say you had a warrant in Wyoming or something, right? But you live in Colorado, and you're like, oh, I have to show up to turn myself in or something like that. Like a flight's maybe the easiest way to get there. Thus, you have the warrant to showcase that you can travel.
But the way I thought it would work is like, hey, I have a warrant out and I want to get on a plane. Here's my ID. Okay, sir, Mr. Johnson. Oh,
you would think you would also have your
warrant.
ID, yeah.
Okay, just wait here for a second. We have to just check some, and then get him, swarm, red team, go, and then you get arrested, and then they fly you to where you had the warrant with a escort. You know.
You know, everybody likes getting swatted at the airport.
I mean, I guess it would depend on the level. Because perfect example. So when my mom had to turn herself in, she went to like a prison like farm type thing. It was like Martha Stewart prison, but it was down in, I want to say it was Maryland. Yeah, Maryland. So she didn't turn herself in Pennsylvania. She drove down to the actual prison, like, and turned herself in at the prison.
No. Not tonight. No. Bad, Matt.
Ass and titties.
Ass and titties.
It's what the people want.
Give the people what they want, Honda. They want conspiracy theories with titties.
Seriously, that is actually what people want. I guarantee you, if you just had a chick with huge tits just spouting off conspiracy theories.
Oh,
on
your channel
YouTube,
would blow up.
Fucking huge.
Oh, I'd be 100 times bigger than I am. It's absolutely true.
She has to have a vagina, though.
I wouldn't even have to be like that hot. Just like, hot enough.
You can even have like a unicorn fucking horn on your head.
Yeah.
And
my horn will
Just
pierce
make sure
the
your
sky.
tits
I
are
almost just
shot
spilled
at
hot
all
tea
times.
all
Like,
over
hold on,
myself.
hold on. Oh, my camera's not lined up. Here we go. Okay, anyway. Blah, 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 blah.
Here's my conspiracy things.
Yeah. I mean, my conspiracy theory is, that the Illuminati...
So, hear me out. We give Night Strike a couple bucks.
yeah.
Like, they don't have to see his face.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, they might not know.
Oh,
You're gonna need to
are
shave
you
though, because
serious?
You would have to shave.
just focus on from like here to here. That's it. That's just that area right there.
It's all hairy.
The blue dress and everything, like, it'll...
No, just wax it and put it in a bra, and you're good to go. I think.
That he would go into cardiac arrest if he was waxed. See the amount of hair that boy's got on him? What is this being burned? Is that a penis being burned?
It looks like a penis being
It
burned.
does.
Oh, that's horrible.
Burning a giant yellow penis. It's like that penis from what was that movie? Sin City.
There's a yellow giant running around dickless in, like, the woods screaming.
Yep.
Like, how is that not a penis? What are they burning?
Have you seen that motorcycle accident where that guy's penis comes off?
Oh God!
What?
No.
Oh, it's horrible.
No.
He is on a motorcycle and he crashes into a fence somehow, and he stands up and like looks into his pants. And he starts screaming that his penis is gone. It's horrid. And I can hear someone typing.
That's looking that shit up.
I'm looking at you. I got to find this
It's
shit.
horrible. I will leave if you pull it up.
Hold on.
God.
Hold on. Video man lost member after motorcycle accident. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Okay. Hold on. This is.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
It's horrid.
I don't know that I want to watch this video.
It's horrid.
I guess
Don't
he's
do
a
it.
transsexual
No, you
now.
gotta share it now. You looked
I'm.
it up.
I mean, I've looked it up, but I don't know that I want to share. I don't know that I even want to watch it myself. Like,
Don't
fuck.
do it.
Well, you definitely need to watch it if you're going to share it.
Yeah,
Before
so
you
watch
share it.
first, Matt, and see.
Because we can't just watch it together on a live stream.
Oh God! Did I see how it happened? Oh my God! Oh! 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 Fuck!
It's bad. It's bad.
Oh, God.
Oh!
Oh, God.
I told
Oh,
you.
yeah.
I told you. This is payback. You see that? Payback, baby.
Oh! And then they showed it. Fuck!
It's payback. That's payback. It's wrong. Look at it. Look at it.
Oh!
Look at it.
Watch it again, Matt.
Is its own tomahawk bad or?
So can I share this video or?
I would not. I'll let you get in
Well,
trouble.
we all got to see it now.
Now I gotta watch. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. Just remove the super chat.
Don't. Oh,
Is this
man.
YouTube safe?
I don't know. I was not looking half the time, but I didn't see. Like, it's too far away to really see what happens. Okay.
Did you just barf?
Oh, he rode up over the. Did you see that? Did you?
Yeah, I see how that happened.
No. Oh, no.
And he gets up
Yeah,
there screaming. He looks at it.
No.
It's gone. He says.
Holy
Oh!
He's looking for it.
He wants his penis back.
He's looking for it.
He wants his penis back. Give him his penis back.
Oh God, give that man. No. Why did you play that? No.
Dylan lost his whole
Now the chat's dead.
Oh my God.
That's payback. That's payback for all the horrible stuff you've done.
I mean, first of all, this is why I've never been the type of person that rides a bike in gym shorts.
Oh,
Like-
fuck.
You just
I couldn't get rid of that fast enough. I wasn't ready. I didn't have my finger on the button. It was on the screen. I'm like, oh God. No.
why is it taking so long?
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
His penis got skewered by the fence.
technically, you didn't
got
show
ripped off and
anything.
Stuck there.
I mean, technically, we didn't show a penis. There was no penis there.
Well, there was something else on the screen that you.
I think that dude should be allowed to request death by something or something, right?
I mean, it's true. This man has no dick.
Matt, are you still getting that motorcycle?
I don't know. I'm certainly not going to ride near any fences. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Fuck
just don't
me.
start up next to spike fences.
That was rough.
I wonder if he found
Chat
it.
hasn't been
I am
taken
kinda
down.
curious.
Man. Jesus Christ.
Some dog came around.
I'm waiting for it. Like anytime, like the thing in the corner is just going to go to 0 viewers, and then you get an email with a notification, and now I can't stream for like 6 weeks or whatever it is.
If he found it, as long as it wasn't skewered like a hot dog, like over an open fire or something like that, I mean, they can probably reattach it. They've done that type of stuff.
Or as long as it wasn't like
Unless it's,
split
like,
directly
chewed up
down the middle.
to fucking hamburger meat because it got fucking like bread knifed by the fucking. Oh God.
Let's face it, though. I mean, and I feel bad for the dude, but looking at him, he looks like he probably had like 4 baby mamas, so might not have been a.
Well, the only move at that point is well, I'm not gonna go there.
I mean, it is as close as you can get to the Darwin Award without dying. I mean, you're no longer producing offspring. Just about your death. Like, you're gonna come? Like, how does that work? You just rub the base until.
I think I'm traumatized.
Enjoy that. Yeah, that's right.
Well, you know how Foose had the over/under?
That's a sawed off.
Yep.
Oh God.
That's called the Serbu Super Shorty.
Oh fuck me.
Well,
I don't think I'm ever gonna
have
get
side
any
by
in my
side
head.
with a sawed off, man. Serious.
Technically, if he rubbed the spot where his dick used to be, he might still be able to come, I guess.
Snubby.
Jesus Christ, Duke.
Yep.
Thanks for showing up tonight. Like, that you were here to spread that fucking knowledge and you know.
I got you.
And Matt, by the way, thank you Sir, for
Well,
finding
you know,
it so quickly and sharing with everybody
He had-
after
he had
reviewing it to say that it was
destroy-
okay to see on YouTube. I
He had to
appreciate that too.
destroy the technology, right? Because he's the Unabomber.
I think that was the part of that lost scene from
Event Horizon.
Event Horizon. Thank you.
No, very possible.
Imagine how bad it hurts to piss. Yeah, like until it heals. Oh my god.
Oh, you
I
don't.
think
You
it
just have a
doesn't heal.
catheter. Like, yeah, you have to have like a catheter in or something. Like,
No, they can do shit.
Why?
They make a spot for you to pee like a girl, Andrew.
Ugh.
uh,
God, that was bad.
yeah, it was unpleasant.
He never gets to stand up to pee again.
I don't even know what to talk about now. It goes so
you
far
have your
back in the
balls?
chat
Not
and
much you can.
comments.
Whew.
Did you
Anyway,
have your balls removed at that point?
No.
They're just like hanging there by themselves. Seems awkward.
Watch the movie Pig today.
Back.
We lost it.
oh, we lost him. That was quick.
He just leaves when that happens.
Fucking take that, dude.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. I don't feel bad at all, motherfucker.
I hope he just ate like some macaroni and cheese or something.
Something where it's chunky when you throw it up.
SWVA Marshall. Says, on the
Southwest
bright
Virginia.
side- on the bright side, the organ donors used to replace was a black guy. Can they do that? Can they reattach someone else's cock if your shaft gets cut?
I don't know. There's a lot of veins and shit in there that you'd have to like reattach. Like that's some intricate fucking surgery. I feel like that's harder than like a heart transplant.
Could you feel it? Like, would you be feeling it through the tip of the other dude's dick if you felt?
I don't know.
something on
Ask
his dick?
John Wayne Bobbitt. He had that shit done.
Well, that was his own. It was his own.
It was
thing.
his though. Yeah, it was his. It wasn't somebody else's. Yeah.
Right.
Jesus.
I don't know how we got to here.
I mean, like,
I don't know how to get away from here. We're stuck here.
even if you wanted that, like, done, like, that is, like, the most horrific way for it to happen.
No, he just rode up a fucking. Did you see the fucking fence? It was one of those ones with all the spikes sticking out the fucking top.
Yeah, it was.
And
Like
he just like,
redneck.
Yeah, it was,
Like
he
a
just rode
redneck,
across it.
You know,
Oh.
saw the bread with.
I'm surprised his ball sack was intact. I mean, fuck.
Bye-bye, Pete.
Why are those fences a thing?
I don't know.
Do you
Especially
think that
with,
he
like,
has
that
anal
low
sex
decorative.
now?
Like that shit's dangerous. Obviously.
Did y'all ever see that video from a long time ago where that woman was sitting out on the second story window and fell out backwards and got skewered in both ass cheeks hanging upside down?
Oh. No, that's
I
still
mean-
better than getting your nuts ripped off.
Yeah, they're decorative. That's why they exist.
What, the ass cheeks?
Jesus, dude. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Oh, wait a minute. I know.
Twitter.
I know exactly what to say.
Morgan Freeman said that a Honda for 20 is a gay boy.
I can't believe you
Morgan
paid him for
Freeman
that.
said that a Honda for 20 is a gay boy.
Say it again.
I found this fucking website called Fake You, where you can just get like anybody's voice. Like they've got like 12,000 people's voices, like famous people, and like just have them say whatever the fuck they want. It's fucking great. So Morgan Freeman says what?
Morgan Freeman said that a Honda for 20 is a gay boy.
If Morgan Freeman said it, I'm just saying. It must be true.
Well, I mean, I've always gotten those vibes from Honda. He always flirted with Jedi too much.
Did I ever flirt with Jedi ever?
You did once when you called him in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's
Messaged
true,
my fucking phone. You absolutely fucking
Oh my
did.
god, I remember that. Holy shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's
You gave a booty call at like 4 in the morning.
It's like, hey, Jedi, how you doing?
You got all excited. Yeah.
I've got a big job for you.
Just wondering if you're still awake. Hit me back. Fucking Jedi. What? Why did he get so butthurt and leave forever? Like, what did we do?
I thought he just got busy at work, right? I mean, I know he was pissed off about some Discord shit, which I was
say Honda's a bigot. That's.
I don't know as far as the chats go. He just I think he got busy because he got that new job where he was doing different shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I thought it was like.
Well, there was a fight. There was a fight in Discord. That's what did it. He wrote something and left.
I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
All I know is I went camping once, and then when I came back, like everyone was fighting.
No, he was mad because of like what people were saying in Discord and language they were using and.
Well, I don't know everything, and apparently there was people in Discord that were fucking, I don't know, fucking throwing around gay jokes or something. I don't know. This is why I have fucking mods, because he was like upset with me. I'm like, dude, I don't, dude, fucking, you're a mod, dude. Do something about it. Like, but then apparently he got mad at Deagle, not because she likes to stick firearms up her vagina, but which is weird enough. But apparently they got into a fight about something, and she was just, in general, kind of being a dick to him, but, like, not in any homophobic way, but he just took it as though it was homophobic, I guess. Like, he just assumed the reason she was being mean to him was because he was gay, and so he was like, I'm like, I don't, because now unless she said something else.
Occasionally unfuckable women and gay men become friends, but occasionally they, like, mix like oil and vinegar and cat fight and like hate each other. This was one of those times.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I just know I like looked at the conversation and there was nothing homophobic about it. So I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, I don't see. I'm not even like I'm trying to read between the lines and I don't see anything there. So I don't know. Like, is she kind of being an asshole? Sure, I guess. But like, this is Discord. It's the fucking internet. Like, I don't know what to tell you about that shit. Like, I'm not going to go around and just get rid of everybody who says something that people... Oh, I don't like they said this to me. Okay, I'll ban them. No.
I think we should do that, and I vote that we get rid of Honda.
Honda's everybody type 1 if you think we should just ban Honda from the Discord. No.
If you didn't make fun of me, I would feel bad. If I didn't get made fun of, I would know you didn't like me. That's how it is here. If you get made fun of... because someone likes you, so just saying.
Honda just got rid of himself for some reason.
Oh, I thought you guys voted me off the island.
You voted him off the island.
I'm willing to leave. You don't want me here? Fuck you.
I love you, Honda.
Dude, I have nothing to talk about. Nothing good anyway. All I can think about is like fucking Bobbit jokes and
fucking penis flying off thanks to Duke. Jesus,
I got you, baby. Don't worry.
Did not see that.
Did you hear John Wayne Bobbit got a DUI? The judge let him go because he was only half cocked.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it anymore. I don't know what to do, guys. You got any final subjects? We've been going almost an hour and a half. All right. Well, by that,
wait, it's only been an hour, dude.
So, what is the PSA?
Oh shit, it has been an hour and a half.
Angry.
Uh-oh, whose dog is angry?
Mine. Sorry about that.
Angry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What is the new retro rifle you're talking about?
So I think we need to talk about penis fly traps.
No, it's just PSA is coming out with a line of retro rifles.
Like Vietnam era ARs?
Yes, A1, A2s, Vietnam style, Vietnam era.
Vietnam to like late 80s.
That's cool.
They will instantly sell out. I guarantee it.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, for sure. They'll stay sold out too.
Why is this a picture when you type in penis fly trap? Like, what does that have to do with anything?
That's vagina.
That's the other kind of fly trap.
The dog pooping? There's a dog taking a shit.
Oh no,
Why?
I was looking at the vagina there. Sorry.
Yeah, the vagina flower, Matt. I like the dog pooping though. It has nothing to do with anything.
Nothing at all. Why does that even pop up? I typed in penis flytrap, and this is. What if I type in penis flytrap XXX and then see what pops up on the
Oh
screen?
yeah, that's a great idea. I'm so glad that you're.
We get a completely different result.
You got all of these great ideas that you just keep.
Yeah, it will be. That will not be
You
good.
should put penis
What the hell
flytrap dog. Search that.
No, I'm afraid to.
What the hell is on that table in that picture in the middle?
This?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's just people eating. Somebody's on a table and somebody's eating. I don't know. Apparently, Penis Flytrap is the name of a fucking band.
It's like
Okay.
a punk band from the 70s. It looks like maybe 80s.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, so penis flytraps are. He fucking left. He just left. Nope.
Yeah, he gagged. That was funny.
Oh my god.
It's so easy. It's like
It's very easy.
putting flies in a penis trap. Sorry, dude.
It's all right, baby.
That's just wrong. Just wrong.
You know, a PSA M16A2 clone would be super fucking cool. I saw one here locally that like someone built on a 80% receiver that they made a Colt clone, so it was markings accurate to a government issued A2. They wanted like $2,500 for that shit though. Way too much for an AR.
I don't know, man. With PSA being as cheap as they are, and you being able to get whatever you need from like basic bit shit to like pretty high quality components for a really good price, it's hard to imagine spending a lot of money on an AR these days. Because back in the day, there was only so many companies that made them. If you wanted an AR, you had to go to Colt or like Bushmaster, or there was a couple of companies, you know, and they all charged, you know, upwards of $1,000 for a new rifle. It was like $1,200 for a rifle. And now you can get that same fucking quality for half the price.
I always used to buy BCM uppers and like build a lower out of whoever I could find cheap and put on it. And I switched over to PSA when they started doing it.
Oh, Riz 22's out there making machine guns. I'm a machinist for SOT. Today I machined out 4 lowers and we made 4 machine guns. It was a good day. It's cool.
Must be nice.
I wish I could just drill a hole and put some parts in too, but you can't.
Well,
Can you?
You could drill a hole, but yours would probably be all canted and weird.
Well, I mean, close enough. It does work.
80% of straight is still straight. Right?
It's straight enough.
It's just straight enough.
Put a little JB weld in there; it'll stay.
How straight are you?
All right, guys. Well,
Did you see the Doc Antle documentary thing on Tiger King? It's like a separate thing they put on Netflix.
Yeah, I was going to put you on it.
Duke watched it, but
Yeah.
did the rest of y'all?
no, what's that's about?
It's fucking crazy. It's like the story of one of the dudes on there that like had the multiple wives. Well, it turns out that like he was some yoga guru tiger person in the 70s that like ran off with a 12-year-old girl and married her. And then like I think had a kid with her and then married another 12-year-old girl or some shit.
It's a bunch of it's horrible. It's actual horrid stuff that like turns the Tiger King into kind of a funny like, okay, haha, creepy story, weird stuff, bad animal stuff, to oh my gosh, this guy's a pedophile and you know things.
Yeah.
So It's horrible. I couldn't even stomach it. I stopped after the second or third episode. I was just done because I
There
can't
were
handle
only
that
3
stuff.
episodes, dude.
Okay, well I stomached through 2 then.
But yeah, his thing apparently was impregnating virgin girls. So that's fun for him.
I really like these old fucking ships like this. Isn't that fucking cool?
Yeah, I want a fucking sailing ship, man. I want one a little more modern than that, but
Just like how well preserved that thing is, you know?
yeah.
How well made it was, you know what I mean? The craft that it took.
Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah, if
good.
only we still made shit like that. That well made these days.
Costs too much. They just degraded the dollar to where you want to get anything done, you need like $1 billion fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know back when they were building that shit, the guys that they were paying to build those ships were paid mostly in rum?
That's not surprising me.
Like, they did pay them in some dollars too, but like about 60% of their salary was in alcohol.
So all you need is a still, and you can
Basically, they
build whatever the fuck you want.
They built.
I
all
know
those
how to
boats-
make alcohol, therefore you're my slave.
They built all those boats on the principle of, hey boys, let's all get together and I'll buy the beer and you guys help me fix my car.
That's kind of cool. What?
Just ran across something on YouTube that I thought was funny. That's all.
Is it a teen gina?
No.
I never know when you laugh if there's like something going on that I should know about.
I just.
Because you laugh, and I'm like, what is it? Oh god.
Well, hold on here. I'll let you hear it.
Christ.
It's nothing I can show. There's nothing there. It's just
More
hold on.
Gina fucking thing.
No, wait, hold on. Let me play it here.
Remember
Real quick.
last time when you were fucking with audio?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh my gosh.
It's just 10 straight minutes of vomiting sounds.
I hate you right now.
Dude, why does that get you so bad?
Okay.
I just can't take the sound of somebody dry heaving or throwing up. It makes me want to throw up. Real bad.
I don't mind the sound.
For me, like it's a mixed, like it's a mixture of like sound, seeing it, but then the smell fucking gets me. Like vomit, smell, like
or if I just ate.
I can't clean this shit up. I know.
Oh god.
Along with it.
Oh yeah.
When the kids were little, I'd have to change diapers sometimes, and there was a couple close calls there, you know. That fucking, you open that diaper up and that smell hits you, and you're just like, oh god, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, open the window.
Oh god, man, and I know you've had this happen when it's just like they exploded out their asshole, and it's from their fucking bottom of their socks to the back of their fucking head when you pull their onesie off.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck? What did you eat? God, and it's like yellow. It's a yellowish brown. Hopefully, there's no weird colors in there. And it's just like, I just have to put you in the bath at this point. Like, there's nothing else I can do. Yeah, there's no point in, like, I'm going to use a whole fucking thing of wipies, so, fuck.
Did you know that if you put on a gas mask, like the standard, like, ones like you got, that it'll protect you from the smell, too? I mean, you'll pass out.
Not a bad idea.
The worst is, like, when you're new at it, and you got something on your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is that? You smell it? You're like, what is that? What is that smell? And then, what's that smell? What's that smell?
When the oldest child was new, and there was only one of them, I was visiting my ex at her work, and I had him sitting in the high chair, and, you know, like, sitting there, we're ordering food, she was a waitress, you know, and, like, uh-oh, I smell poop. Like, better go change his diaper, and I grab the diaper bag, and I grab the kid, and I start walking towards the bathroom. I didn't notice there was a problem until, you know, several steps in, when I felt the poop running down my arm and dripping off my elbow. right? I look down. There is a trail of poop from the table to where we were standing. So then I had to like rush him to the bathroom to like, you know, spread it out a little bit more so it wasn't so concentrated. And you know, oh my god, she was so mad at me like it was my fault.
Mm-hmm. It's your fucking kid, Jesus.
Guess so.
Dude, have you ever done the fucking diaper trick? I did this to my brother-in-law one time. It was fucking hilarious. With his kid that was, I don't know how old he was at the time. I don't remember. But you had to do the thing where you put you put chocolate pudding in a diaper, and then call somebody in the room and go, "Does this smell right to you?" And then lick it in front of them. They'll be like, they'll lose it, man. Like, Duke, I couldn't do that for you, could I? You would lose it.
I would die. I would crack in half.
Now, man. You're talking about that shit.
So, like, one time my wife was mad at me, and she had double bag the like we would double bag the diaper. So you take like two like grocery bags, you double tie it, and then you throw it away.
Yep.
But she like whipped that thing at me and it like hit me in the head and it was warm. And I remember being so mad because she thought it was so funny. She just like whipped it like it was like a trebuchet. It just across the room, bam, got me in the head.
You know,
Imagine if it had broken open.
Oh my god!
Death by flying diaper.
Warm Squish.
That's how we do it.
That should be the name of our punk band, Warm Squish.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a hold of your wife there, Duke, and tell her about the diaper joke. Yeah, but I'm not gonna have her wait until like
forgotten about it.
A few months from now when you've forgotten. Yeah,
that's actually pretty
good. It's coming, Duke.
I'll be like, there it is. She's lost it. I knew she wouldn't be able to take it forever with me.
Yeah,
this is it.
Anyway, good times.
So, I guess the lesson from tonight is, if you're ever riding a motorcycle, look out for fences.
Wear a codpiece.
Wear a cup.
Maybe have like something better than shorts on. I don't know.
Man, honestly, I'm thinking that's just good life advice. Wear a cup.
Yeah, just in case. I'd rather have my taint ripped open by a fence than my dick ripped off. You know what I mean? Like, at least I'd be like, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Just like almost anything but that. Anything that I can currently think of, I would rather have happen than that. So that's like the worst thing.
I don't even like mine, and I wouldn't want that to happen. Jesus Christ.
It's just
At that point, it'd be best to wear a chastity belt.
I mean, you might as well saw it off with some bob wire.
Yeah. Now, would you rather have that, or would you rather take a piece of paper and slowly go back and forth up the urethra until you've made a side by side?
Long sheet of paper, and you just continually go
just
down.
one long. It's like a belt sander, but with paper.
Yeah.
And like some thick construction paper too. You know what I mean? Like some heavy duty shit. No, like the photo paper that you buy.
Fuck that, man. Like, just use the belt sander. Put on like an 80 grit belt, and that shit'll just cut through anything.
Well, I just say because you want it to take its time, right? Like you want
this
it like
would definitely take its time. It would hurt like a motherfucker. It would just actually do it as opposed to your crazy shit.
I come to join this talk about Second Amendment guns and geek stuff, and this is where I'm at. This is where
we're talking about guns, dude.
Talking about penis cutting.
Another kind of guns.
Yeah. This is my rifle. This is my gun.
One is for fighting. One is for fun. Hoorah, Marine Corps.
Yep. There we go.
All right. Seriously, I have some stuff I need to do, so I need to end the chat. So we will go ahead and end it here. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow night for the free-for-all chat on Never Enough Ammo's channel. Until then, hope you all stay safe out there and have a great night.
Later, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Dude, do you love